Hey folks, quick update video for Gray Zone. We got a much anticipated patch for Gray Zone Warfare, and it's finally been moved from the beta test branch, or whatever you want to call it, to the public server for all of us. Now, hotfix number 3 has some great fixes, especially for those of you that were having issues with lost gear, clothing, or heads. So starting off, there was a fix for issues with canceling matchmaking. This was intermittent for me, but still very annoying, especially when this bug was matched up with the queue bug that keeps you in queue forever. You would just sit there and never actually get into a match. And you couldn't cancel that, and the only way to back out was to Alt F4 or close through the task manager. Now, next up, they fixed a few crashes, thankfully. One specifically that happened when searching for friends, one that is listed as a common UI crash, and then they also listed general client and server crashes. So hopefully this patch leads to just more overall stability with the servers and the game client. Now, I've only noticed 2 events consistent that have caused crashes for me. One is ADSing in areas that take a lot of computer processing. So like Tiger Bay and the resort where, you know, your frames drop down a little bit because there's a lot going on there. Those areas, occasionally when you ADS with some kind of scope, it would cause crashes for me. So when I'm in those areas, I just stopped using scopes. But hopefully this addresses that, so that's not as big of a problem. The other one I had was with looting bodies. Usually my own, after I died, I'd run back and I go loot my body and I would crash, which really sucks because you usually just lose your kit at that point. Now, I did see one of the Madfinger staff make a suggestion, though this is going to be beyond most people. It's beyond even me. I'm not going to get into my BIOS and screw with this. But if you're having issues with crashes, you can undervolt your CPU. So basically, instead of overclocking, you're essentially underclocking. You do that and it should help limit the crashes a little bit until they can track down some of these specific causes and get them fixed. And this seems to be something that's really common as well with some of the newer Intel chips, which if you have one of those, you probably know about all the issues with Intel's having and how they're supposedly doing a fix for those anyways. Now, the final 2 are arguably some of the most important with this hotfix. And they needed to get them addressed right away, and they did. And that's because they were preventing a lot of players from even playing the game or at least being able to really enjoy it. So they addressed the headless, clothless, and containerless bug that was plaguing tons of people, as well as the DLC apparel showing up in your stash after claiming. So this was just a thing where your secure container would vanish, your head would be gone, your character would be half naked, all sorts of weird stuff. But it seems to be fixed. Now, if you were missing your secure container or some of your edition upgrades because of this, they should now be in your messages from Handshake the next time you deploy. If you're not seeing the update, sometimes you've got to shut Steam down and reopen it back up, and then the update will show up for the game update, and then you can get right back in and check your stuff. So that's it for hotfix 3. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll keep you guys updated when I can on any changes that show up. But again, we'll wrap her up there. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the jungle.